All right, everyone, welcome to Bracket Play, 12U Open Division. We're in beautiful Clearwater, Florida at Ross Norton Field number 1. As you can see, the coaches and umpires are chatting before the game. The Brandon Blazers will be the home team. And with the Swarm are visitors. But you'll also be able to see who's up to bat by looking at the indicator above the initials, and that way you know who's up to bat. But I will keep you posted on the top and bottom of the inning. We have some exciting enhancements coming to the scoreboard next month, so looking forward to that, and I hope you are too. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I want to thank you for joining us here at the Gap to Gap NIT Tournament. 12U Bracket Play is put on by Tampa Bay USSSA, Tim Labus, Tournament Director, and our sponsor, VisitStPeteClearwater.com. All right, just to, let's go, since the Swarm are the visitors, let's go through the lineup. Just one moment. All right, leading off is going to be Josh, followed by Chase, Brant, Carson, Colton Kennedy, Colton Niffen, Andrew, Froy, and Wade. Subbing is going to be Jackie and Carter. So we'll get things underway here in just a minute. Then we'll just take a quick break. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. All right, we're back. Just real quick, just so you all know that the reason why I go mute is because if there's any music played in between innings, that way we don't get a delay in you being able to see the replays on both Facebook and YouTube. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe, like, and share. That helps our channel grow and enhance the experience for you, the fans. As well as if you're watching on Facebook, please follow, like, and share. All right, so get things underway here. On the mound for the Blazers is Gunner, and behind the plate is Miles. And this one's underway. Strike one to Josh. Chase is on deck. And it's an 0-1 count. Gunner gets a sign and delivers. There's a ground ball to third. Mishandles it, and that allows Josh to get to first base. Still nice recovery and nice try. Just could not get it there in time. So we'll charge an error to the third baseman. And Josh is on to start things off here in the top of the first. That brings in Chase. Josh gets his lead down at first. Gunner goes to first, and Josh is back in time. And the pitch shows bunt. There goes Josh, And he's in the second safely. And I think that was called a strike. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out in just a second. And the pitch from Gunner. Ball outside.
Way to hold, Nines.
So I believe it's a 1-1 count. And here's the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. That hits the mound. Goes over to shortstop. Throw to first. And that is one down. That was a perfect hop that went over to the shortstop. And that is one out. That brings in Brant. Carson's on deck.
Come on now, 10.
And that moved Josh over to third. There's a base hit into right field. That's going to get down, throw to first. Not in time. And he's skipped over the bag, but gets back in time to be safe at first base. And that does score a run. So an RBI single for Brant. And the Swarm are up here in the first inning, 1-0. So again, we're here at Ross Norton Field 1 in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. Beautiful palm trees in the background. Perfect day for baseball. And the pitch. There goes the runner. Foul ball right back at us. And it's no 1 count to Carson. That's Brant down at first base. Throw over to first. Check on Brant. And he's back safely. And the pitch. There goes Brant. Called strike. And Brant is safely into second base. So it's an 0-2 count to Carson. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on, and 1 in. That's Brant at second. Here's the pitch. Ball just a little bit up, and that's a 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, thanks for joining us. We do this because of you, to make sure that when you can't physically be here, you can be here. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 2 outs. That brings in Colton Kennedy, with Colton Niffen coming out on deck. Brant remains at second base. And the pitch, there goes Brant down to third. There's the throw. Not in time. Nice snag by the third baseman to keep it from going into left field. And Brant is safely into third base. It's a 1-0 count to Colton. And the 1-0. Foul ball. And now it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the first. Right back at us here. And now it's 1-2. Should see out number 2 pop up on the scoreboard there. Apologies for the delay. And here's the 1-2. Foul ball out of play. And we'll do 1-2 again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brant at third. He singled and drove in Josh. And the Swarm have a 1-0 lead. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Mishandles it. That scores another run. And Colton is safe at first. So we'll charge an error to the shortstop on that. And that makes it a 2-0 lead for the Swarm. So Colton Niffen steps in. Colton Kennedy down at first base. Kind of makes you wonder how much the change in time, losing that hour of sleep, is affecting these guys out here on the field. Gunner goes to first. Colton's back. Gunner checks first, gets a sign, delivers the plate. There goes Colton, called strike. Nope, Colton comes back. It's an 0-1 count to Colton Niffen. And the 0-1. There goes Colton. Throw down. And he's in there. So 1-1 count to Colton Niffen. Colton Kennedy makes it safely to second base with 2 outs. Actually, I think he said that was 2 strikes, not 1-2, but 0-2. And the pitch. And that is strike 3. All right, so 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 left on. And at the end of the half inning, it's a Swarm 2. Blazers come to bat. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. The reason why I mute again in between is to just make sure that if there's any music playing that we don't pick it up and cause a delay after the live stream is done. So for you to go back and watch it later. Let's run down the Blazers batting lineup. It's Miles, Audie, Cooper, Alex, Jackson, Ivan, Christian, Lopez, Caleb, and Carter. Gunner's pitching, and he will not bat. There's a DH, and that's Alex. And Kyler and Christian Gaines are the subs. There's the first pitch, foul ball by Colton Kennedy, who's on the mound, and Brandt is behind the plate for the Swarm. So it's an 0-1 count to Miles to lead things off here in the bottom of the first inning. There's a foul ball down the line and just drops in right where the third base, shortstop, and left field are coming together, and it just was out of their reach. So Miles has new life now with an 0-2 count. There's a ground ball right back to Colton over to first, and that's one away. And there's the pitch. There's a ground ball to third. Third baseman snags it over to first, and that is 2 away. That brings in Cooper. Alex is out on deck. Alex is DHing for Gunner. And here's the first pitch to Cooper. Ball inside, and it's a 1-0 count. And that's ball 2. So Cooper has a 2-0 count on him. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. Ball inside. And now it's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. And that is strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Cooper. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. It's a foul ball, and that'll make it a full count. And the pitch. There's a line shot in the left field. That's going to get down for a hit. And Cooper's on with a 2-out single to lead things off here in the bottom of the first inning. That brings in Alex. Jackson comes out on deck. Throw over by Colton, and Cooper's back. And here's the delivery. Foul ball. And it's an 0-1 count to Alex. So that sends Cooper back to first base. throw over to first. Cooper's back in time. And here's the 0-1. There's a line side in the center field. That's going to get down for a hit. And there's a throw to second. Oh, that was close. Cooper had overrun the bag, and smart thinking by the center fielder to get it into second, but not in time. And that puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. That brings in Jackson. Ivan comes out on deck. And the Blazers have something going here in the bottom of the first. Colton checks the runner at second. He's back in time. Colton gets a sign, delivers the first pitch to Jackson, and that's going to be a ball high. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. So deep drive in the right center. That's going back. That's over the fielder's heads. That's going to score at least 1. Throw goes all the way to third. And Jackson is in with a stand-up RBI double. And that makes this ball game 2-1. That puts Alex on third. Conference on the mound to settle his pitcher down, the Swarm coach. So with 2 outs, the Blazers have gotten 3 hits in a row. The outfield was pulled in, so they absolutely had no chance of getting to that one. So Colton checks the runner at second. Ivan's at the plate. Christian Lopez is on deck. And her first pitch. It's a ball low. So 1 ball, no strikes. So throw to second. And Jackson is back in time. 1-0 count to Ivan. Alex at third, Jackson at second. 1 run across, cut the lead 2-1. It's a ball high, and now it's 2-0. It's a called strike, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And now it's 3-1 on Ivan. So one base is open, so Colton does have somewhere to put him. That'll bring in Christian should Ivan get on. Tying runs at third. And the pitch. And that is a full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. And the pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 3-2 again. Colton looks in, gets his sign, comes set, and delivers the payoff pitch. Ground ball right back to Colton, stops it, throws over to first, and gets out of the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on at the end of 1 inning. It is the Swarm 2, the Blazers 1. Coming up for the Swarm in the top of the second is going to be Andrew, Froy, and Wade. This is Doc, the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back in action. That's ball 1 to Andrew. So it's Andrew, Froy, and Wade. Froy's on deck. Gunner's still on the mound, and Miles is still behind the plate. And the pitch. I think it might be 2-1 because I thought that was a foul ball. I was looking down at my scorebook when that last pitch happened, or the pitch before happened. And that may make it 2-2. So we're going to go with 2 balls, 2 strikes for right now. Nobody out, just getting underway in the top of the second inning. Foul ball out of play, and we'll do 2-2 and good. Here at the 12U Open bracket play. So championship will commence at around 4:30 this afternoon, but we will stay right here all day and bring you all the 12U action. And that is ball 4, and that walks Andrew. That brings in Froy. With Andrew down at first, Wade comes out on deck. And the pitch. Ball high, throw down to first. And Andrew's back. Andrew got a huge extra lead, and Miles is making sure he didn't go anywhere. Here's the one. Oh, got her over to first base again. And the pitch. Held back, and now it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So 2-1 count on Froy. Andrew at first, nobody out, top of the second inning. Glad you all could join us, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. There's the pitch. Called strike, and now it's 2-2. If you're on Facebook, please follow, like, and share. And if you're on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Those subscriptions, likes, and follows and likes on the multiple platforms helps grow our channel and helps us to bring enhanced experiences for you, the fans. There goes the runner, and it's foul out of play. And we got a busted window. Yeah, there's a hole in it. Yeah, I saw glass fly. So that foul ball claimed a window in the back. Oh, so Andrew got a little far off the base. Gunner throws it over. Now a rundown, and he's out.
Good job, guys.
So 1 down for the Swarm as Andrew got caught off base just a little too far. Nice job by ultimately number 27. That would be the shortstop, and that is Jackson, who eventually made the tag on Andrew. And here's the pitch. That's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. Should see that out appear in just a moment. And the pitch. Foul ball again. This one stays in the field.
Right at him, guys.
And here's the full count. Ground ball to short. Fielded over to first.
Yes, sir.
And they get him. Nice play by the first baseman to go up and get that off the throw by the shortstop and make the tag as he's coming down. That is Cooper over there. Nice play. That's 2 down. Called strike on Wade. And that goes back to the top of the lineup. On deck is Josh. And it's a 1-1 count to Wade. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Top of the second inning. Swarm lead at 2-1. And the pitch. Ground ball to short again. Over to first. And they get him. So another good play. And that is 3 up, 3 down. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 1.5, it's a Swarm 2, Blazers 1. Coming up in the bottom of the second inning is going to be Christian Lopez, Caleb, and Carter. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. And we're back. One pitch, ground ball to third, and that is 1 out. So Christian grounds out to third, and that's 1 down. Getting underway here in the bottom of the second. Colton's still on the mound. Brandt's still behind the plate for the Swarm. 1 pitch, 1 out. That brings in Caleb with Carter on deck. Foul ball. And it's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Oh, not fielded cleanly, but still recovers and makes the play.
Job, Froy.
It was Freud down at second, recovering on that ground ball, and does get the out. So that's 2 down. That brings in Carter. And that will flip it back to the top of the lineup with Miles on deck. It's a ball in the dirt, and it's a 1-0 count. It's called strike, and it's 1-1.
Come on, Steve. We need a base runner, baby.
Come on now, 5.
Called strike in the outside quarter, and now it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball high, and it's 2-2. Very efficient inning for Colton so far on the mound. 2 quick outs, and now a 2-2 count. And the 2-2. Foul ball. And Carter stays alive. And we'll do 2-2 again. And here's the 2-2. Ball 3. So Carter works it back to a full count. And here's the 3-2. Call strike 3, and that is 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And at the end of 2, it's still 2-1. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back shortly. Sorry about that, folks. Had a situation I had to resolve, so my apologies. So that's 2 outs. There's a deep drive. That is going to go all the way to the fence.
Gunner behind the catcher.
Brant will go into third with a triple.
All right, Carson. Go 3.
So 2-out triple. Again, my apologies. We're all right, so a 2-out triple. Got a pinch runner. It looks like Carter is pinch running. Again, apologies for the delay there. Foul ball out of play, and it's an 0-1 count to Carson. So Carson's at the plate. He'll be followed by Colton Kennedy. Brant, by the way, is 2 for 2. Single and a triple and an RBI. Gunner's still on the mound. Miles still behind the plate. And now it's an 0-2 count to Carson. Ball just inside, and it's 1-2. And that makes it 2-2. Nice curveball. That's going to be foul. And we'll do 2-2 again. So Brant's at third. Well, actually, Carter's at third, running pinch running for Brant, as Brant is the catcher. Beautiful day here in Clearwater, Florida. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. No runs, 1 big hit by Brant. No errors, and 1 left. And at the end of 2.5, it is the Swarm 2, Blazers 1. Coming up in the bottom half of the 3rd inning is going to be it's going to be Miles, followed by Audie, and then Cooper. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. So Colton's still on the mound. Brant's still behind the plate. Coming up next is going to be the Florida Burn versus Ostingers in our 10:30 matchup here on Field 1. To continue our bracket play action. All right, so here we go. Miles steps in. There's a line shot into right field. That's getting down for a base hit. And Miles is on with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 3rd. That'll bring in Audie. Throw over to first to check on Miles by Colton, and Miles is back safely. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's no 1 count to Audie. So no balls, 1 strike. Throw over to first. Miles is back. Colton's trying to keep him close. And the pitch. Called strike. And now it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of 3rd. Blazers trail by 1. Colton's taking a little too long. Audie calls time. Umpire grants it. Knife steps back in.
Keep it going, Audie. Let's go.
Colton gets a sign, checks first, comes set. There goes Miles. Foul ball. And we'll do 0-2 again.
5.
And throw over to check on Miles again.
You're fine, Miles. You're fine, kid.
And the pitch.
Good job, Miles.
Ball on the outside, just outside. It's a 1-2 count. A throw down by Brant to first. Andrew to check on Miles. And Miles is safely back. Again, over. Miles is still there. So Colton's keeping him really close to the bag. And the pitch. Ground ball. Foul. And we'll do 1 and 2 again. So Audie is hanging tough. Cooper's on deck. Cooper singled and scored his first time up. There goes Miles. Foul ball. And we'll do 1 and 2 again.
Come on now, 5.
Again, Colton goes to first. Miles is back. And call time. Very long at bat here with Audie. There's a line shot into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. And Audie's on with a single. So back-to-back hits puts Miles at second, Audie at first. Nice at bat by Audie to hang in there. Cooper comes up. Like I said, he singled and scored his last time up. And the Blazers have something going here in the bottom of the third. And a pitch by Colton. That's a ground ball to second. Fielded over to second base. Gets him at second. Safe at first on the errant throw. And that allows the tying run to come in. And this game is tied. Two to two. All right, so they get Audie at second, so we'll call that 4-6, 1 out. Cooper's on with the fielder's choice. And the errant throw by second base allows Miles to score, and that ties this one up. So that'll bring in Alex with Jackson on deck. A little conference at the mound. Settle things down. I mean, Colton's pitching well. Brandon's putting the bat on the ball, and they're just putting the ball where the Swarm defense is not. And not a whole lot you can do about that. So we've got a nice, beautiful lake out in left field. Actually behind left field, not in left field. A outdoor skateboarding park just beyond the center field fence, and you'll see our Tampa Bay USSSA banner out there with our 4 types of social media. We do have a social media crew that does take clips and pictures and post them on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, as a matter of fact. And then we also simulcast to both Facebook and YouTube. So check over to Cooper. Cooper's back. That brings in Alex, and here's the pitch. It's a ball low. And it's a 1-0 count. And there goes Cooper. Called strike. And Cooper is safely into second base. So it's a 1-1 count to Alex. So the go-ahead run is Cooper down at second base. Here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch. It's a ground ball back up the middle. That will get through. And throw comes home. That allows Alex to go to second base. And that puts runners on second and third as Cooper moves over to third. So single for Alex. That brings in Jackson. Jackson doubled and drove in an RBI his first time up. And Ivan will be on deck. So again, appreciate you all joining us for the broadcast here. Probably one of the most beautiful baseball fields with the behind scenery that we've had in quite some time. And the pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, over to first. And it's an errant throw. That allows 2 runs to score. And the Blazers are up 4-2. And that will put Jackson on with a 2 RBI fielder's choice. So that's 3 RBIs for Jackson so far. Still 1 out. Three runs across so far this inning for the Blazers. Ivan steps in. On deck is Christian Lopez. That's a ball high. Throw down by Brandt. Jackson's back in time. Throw over by Colton. Trying to keep Jackson close. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Bottom of third. Blazers have put across 3 this inning to take the lead 4-2. Throw over again to check on Jackson, and he's back safely. There's a ball high. Nice snag by Brandt. And it's 1-1. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike. And there goes Jackson, swing and a miss. And Jackson is safely into second base. Nice backup by the center fielder. It's a 1-2 count to Ivan. So Brandt calls time to go out and talk to his pitcher. And the 1-2. And now it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Jackson at second base. Miles, Cooper, and Alex have all scored. And all of them have singled this inning. It's a fly ball into center field. That's going to drop in between the shortstop and center fielder. Here comes the throw home. And he's safe. Wow. Avoids the tag. And that makes it 5-2. And that's going to be all for Colton, I believe, since that is the second visit. And we will see a pitching change. Looks like it's going to be the center fielder. We'll get a number on that person here in just a moment before we break away while the warm-ups happen.
Oh, yeah? She's here today?
Oh, no. She had this on my brother. My brother had games.
Oh, okay.
So, like, we switched with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nice to meet you. We all came here to watch Caleb.
We have met before. You mean nice thing.
I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you.
He comes to hit, give me a
And looks like it is Josh, number 39. I'll get a
It's okay, Bucky.
100% clarification here in just a second. Nope, it is 99.
And I'm like, ya no.
And that is Chase. So Chase is on the mound now for the Swarm. We'll take a quick break. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay U.S.A. Sports Network. All right, just about finished with the warm-ups here. Here's the last one. And ready to get started. So Christian Lopez will step in with 1 out. 4 runs across so far. Ivan at second base. So Chase looks in, gets a sign from Brandt, and delivers. Called strike, and it's no 1 count to Christian. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, 4 runs in. And the pitch. Nope. Chase checks Ivan at second. He gets back. And the pitch. It's up just a little bit. And that's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
What overhead, kid?
And here's the 1-1 delivery. Called strike, and now it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a line shot in the right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Here's the throw in. Very quickly brought in by the right fielder. That puts Christian on first, Ivan on third, and that brings in Caleb. So runners at first and third. So far, 5 hits this inning for the Blazers. Throw over to third. Ivan's back. There's the throw over to first base. That gets away. That scores a run. And that's going to allow Christian to come all the way. Oh, they get him at third. But that does score Ivan. And it makes it 6-2. So Christian gets thrown out at third. It's a 6-2 ball game. 6-2.
6-2.
Yes, sir. It's a foul ball to Caleb, and it's an 0-1 count. So bases are clear. 5 runs in this inning for the Blazers. There's a ground ball just past the pitcher. Second baseman fields it quickly over to first, and that is 3 outs. But the Blazers pick up 5 runs. On 5 hits. 3 errors committed, and nobody left on base. And at the end of 3, it's the Blazers 6, Swarm 2. Coming up in the top of the 4th inning, for the Swarm is going to be Colton Kennedy, Colton Niffen, and Andrew. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay Utah USA Sports Network. We'll be right back. Sorry, folks, we're back. Missed the foul ball there, and now it's a 1-1 count to Colton. We'll fix the video here in just a moment. We'll get through this batter, and then we'll be able to adjust the camera. Called strike, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know what he did? Ball was, whether it was a curve or a fastball, it didn't move much. It was on the outside of the plate. Good pitch.
Called strike, and now it's 1-2. Sorry, I thought I had a foul ball there, but we did not. So it's now 1-2 to Colton. Colton Niffen's on deck. Third batter of this inning will be Andrew. Gunner's still on the mound. Miles still behind the plate. There's a ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly over to first, and that is 1 away. That brings in Colton Niffen.
Hey, keep it up, Gunner.
And I was going to adjust the camera real quick.
Where can you watch this?
Ground ball to second base, and that is 2 outs. So it's we simulcast on YouTube and Facebook. I have a couple QR codes over there you can scan with your phone, and it'll take you right to the site, and then it'll be up there after the ball game as well.
Oh, cool. You hear that? You can watch the whole thing on
So I think it's a 1-0 count. I'm not 100% sure. Every once in a while, if we get a hard, I think it's 1-1 now on Andrew. Froy's on deck. We're here in the top of the fourth. There's a swing and a miss. I guess that was 0-2. And that is strike three. So 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 3.5, it's Blazers 6, Swarm 2. So far in this one, the Swarm have gotten 2 hits and left 2 on base, as compared to the Blazers, who have a total of 8 hits and has left nobody on base. I'm sorry, they left 2 on base as well. But there's been 3 errors committed by the Swarm, whereas on the other side, 2 errors have been committed by the Blazers. All right, coming up in the bottom of the fourth is going to be Carter, and then back to the top of the lineup with Miles, followed by Audie. This is Doc in the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, a little bit of a change in this. We had a sub come in on this. It's going to be Christian Gaines batting in place of Carter. And then we'll go back to the top of the lineup with Yes, sir.
Substitution number 7 for 39.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so a couple of changes here, but Gaines will be batting, and then on the Swarm side,
Hey, give me something, 2-9. Let's go.
Jackie will be going in, or is in right now for number 39, Josh. All right, so here we go. First pitch,
Good pitch, 9.
called strike, and now it's an 0-1 count to Carter. And the pitch. Ball high. And now it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Christian.
Let's go. Come on, Christian, make something happen.
Gaines, that is. Foul ball. And we'll do 1 and 2 again. And the pitch. Ball high. And now it's 2 and 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, just getting underway here in the bottom of the fourth. Blazers lead it. And the pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 2 and 2 again. There's a ball in the dirt, and now it's 3 and 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Chase gets his sign, comes set, and delivers the payoff pitch. Foul ball. And a 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 out. That brings up Miles with Adi coming out on deck. First pitch. Ball low. So it's a 1-0 count to Miles. Again, bottom of the 4th. You should see the 1 out on your scoreboard in just a second, folks. Ball outside, and it's 2-0. And the 2-0. And now the count's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 4th inning. Blazers lead it by 4. And the pitch. I must have missed must have been a strike in there somewhere. So it's 3-1, I think. And there's ball 4. So Miles is on with a 1 out walk. That brings in Adi. Adi singled his last time up. Quick conference on the mound with Chase. Again, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate you joining the broadcast and all your support. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow on both platforms. That helps our channel grow so we can bring an enhanced experience to you, the fans. So we do it for you, so when you can't physically be here, you can be able to see some great baseball action from your favorite players, favorite teams, and of course, lifetime memory for the players. All right, so Adi steps in. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Over to first. They get him at first. Throw over to third. And Miles is safe. So Miles goes from first to third on that play. That's 2 down now. So Miles at third. Cooper steps in. Alex is on deck. Cooper's 1 for 2. Fielder's choice and a single, and scored twice. On deck is Alex, who singled twice and scored once. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 0-1 count to Cooper.
Mark, you can have one?
It's a line shot down to third, and that is 3 outs.
Hey, we gotta get the bats going, guys.
All right, so no runs. No hits, no errors, 1 left on. At the end of 4, it's Blazers 6, Swarm 2. Coming up for the Swarm, the top of the 5th, is Froy, Wade, and then back to the top of the order. And it's either going to be Josh or Jackie at that point. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sun's starting to creep around on us here, but still absolutely beautiful day. Nice breeze, not too hot. So wherever you're joining us from in the United States, I hope you're enjoying the view and the broadcast as much as I'm enjoying bringing it to you. And it's first pitch to Froy, and it's a 0-1 count. Wade's on deck. And the pitch. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Froy. And that makes it 2-1. So Gunner's still on the mound. Miles still behind the plate. And here's the 2-1. Ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly over the first. And that is 1 out. So 1 down. That brings in Wade. And that's a ball high. 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. The ball's in the dirt, gets away from Miles. No harm, no foul on that one. 2-0 count to Wade. And the pitch. Called strike. And that's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we will do 2-2 again after that foul ball. So our scorekeeper's a little behind and nudged him to add that out to the scoreboard. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly over to first. That is 2 outs. So that's going to bring in Jackie. Back to the top of the order as he's subbing in for Josh. Chase is on deck. And the pitch. It's ball 1, so 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. Just behind Jackie, and that makes it 0-2. So, I'm sorry, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, entering the pitch. There's a strike, and now it's 2-1. 2 outs, top of 5. Blazers lead it by 4. And the pitch. Ground ball foul down the third base line, and that makes it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base is clear. Again, we got some scoreboard enhancements coming in the month of April, so pretty excited about that. More to come as we get closer to that time. It's ball high. And we'll be able to bring you even more enhancements on your experience If you would like, share, subscribe, and follow, that really helps our channel grow. And it's ball 4. And Jackie's on with a 2-out walk. And that brings in Chase. Brant comes out on deck. It helps us gain some sponsors. Again, so we can enhance experience for fans, players, parents, and coaches. Called strike. And it's 0-1. Also like to thank our sponsors. Tournament put on by Tampa Bay USSSA. And of course, Tim Labus, tournament director, and our overall sponsor. Visit cpclearwater.com. There's a throw over to first base. Chase is back. 0-1 count to, I'm sorry, Jackie's back. 0-1 count to Chase. That's Jackie at first. There goes Jackie. Throw down, and Jackie is safe. And it's a 1-1 count to Chase. And the 1-1 from Gunner. Line shot. Oh, what a snag by the first baseman, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left at the end of 4.5. It's Blazers 6, Swarm 2. Coming up in the bottom of 5th for the Blazers is going to be Alex, Jackson, and Ivan. This is Doc, the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Bottom of 5. Alex steps in. First pitch called a strike, and it's 0-1. Jackson's on deck, and Ivan will be the third batter. Alex is 2 for 2, scored once. Jackson is 1 for 2, 3 RBIs, and scored twice. There's a foul ball out of play, and it's 0-2 very quickly on Alex. And the pitch. Ball off the plate, and it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it's 2-2. Just getting underway here in the bottom of the 5th. Blazers lead this one 6-2. 2-2 count on Alex. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 1 out. That brings in Jackson. On deck is Ivan.
Want to take a picture? Let's go. She came for her phone.
Called strike. And it's a 0-1 count to Jackson. Coming up after this one is going to be Ostingers versus Florida Burn for the 10:30 game to continue the action. It's now 1-1 on Jackson. Of 12U Open bracket play leading up to the championship later this afternoon. We'll bring it all to you live here from Field 1 in Ross Norton. It's a ball in the dirt, gets away, and now it's 2-1. That pesky scorekeeper, he's just not keeping up with the outs, so apologize, folks. Trying to stay on him. And now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. You should see 1 out now appear on your scoreboard. And the pitch. And now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the pitch. There's a line shot into right field. Right fielder makes the catch. And that is 2 outs. That brings in Ivan. Christian Lopez coming out on deck. Ivan's 1 for 2. Drove in an RBI and scored back in the 3rd.
Don't watch anybody. If it's there, take it.
It's a ground ball to short, fielded. A little trouble, and Ivan's going to beat it out. And we're going to charge an error to the shortstop on that one. And Ivan's on with 2 outs. That brings in Christian Lopez. Caleb comes out on deck. Christian is 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. That's a ball in the dirt. Ivan goes to second. There's the throw. And it gets past everybody, goes in center field, but the center fielder's there to back it up. And Ivan will stay at second. I believe it's a 1-0 count to Christian. And I believe it's now 1-1. And now it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. Foul ball, and we'll do 1-2 again. And now it's 2-2. Oh, they call it a balk. Or no, that's the ball game. Time limit. So that's it, folks. Final score here: Brandon Blazers 6, Swarm 2. We'll move on to the 10:30 game. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at 10:30.